Nigeria. Great people of Calabar, I am asking you, send me to Aso Rock and I will do the same thing there. Because Nigerians have had enough. Nigerians have woken up and they are asking, what happened to our money? What happened to our property while we were sleeping? Since 1983, contracts have been awarded for 500,000 kilometers of roads from all sectors of government. Only 122 have ever been executed. A total of 275 billion naira has been given by the Nigerian government for the execution of road contracts in the southeast that were never completed. Some were never even started. It is time for change. When we get to Aso Rock, we are going to ask all of them one by one, what happened to our money? We will institute a special panel of Nigerians. Nigerians like us. Nigerians who have integrity. Nigerians who have a sense of patriotism. Nigerians who don't give a damn. And we will make those people do the job or give us back our money. Because now Nigerians have woken up and they are all alive. Let us all come out and show them that we are alive. Let us all come out en masse on election day and vote for a government that will work for us. Otherwise, we will just be sitting down and biting our nails for another 4 years. I am Boma Pepo, and I am running for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
God, can you believe this? Not even a radio. How can we have absolutely no idea of what's happening in the civilized world? I'm sure the whole country is going crazy over us right now.
I can just imagine my mother. She panics if she doesn't hear from me every morning. She shows up at my place at the odd hours of the day just to convince herself that I'm okay. We've been here for over 2 days now.
Oh, you think your mom is bad? Wait till you see my wife. You know she's pretty devout. I'm sure she spent the last 2 days praying and fasting.
I'm meaning to ask you this.
What?
Have you given a shot at the thought of becoming a father?
It's like a deja vu.
What?
I seem to have had that question before.
So?
Well, I haven't given it a thought.
Communist ideals?
Can anyone explain to me if there's a problem having read a little bit of Karl Marx in my younger days? Why does everybody keep calling me a communist and using that label to address every aspect of my character? I'm 32 for God's sake.
I wasn't calling you a communist. I wanted to talk about China.
China is facing a population explosion, am I? What's your name?
The ones supporting us won't be part of this discussion.
Well, from this conversation, we will know who is with us.
So, Mr. Adela, we need to be sure that we're on the same page.
My question is this. Why are you so eager to replace Umar? Despite the fact that you've not received any news of harm or demise.
We have an election ahead of us. We need a candidate to be at the forefront of the party.
His running mate can be at the forefront. Or we organize an emergency primary election within the party, not just a few people making decisions.
If that was personality is not strong enough.
And Dangaski has his?
Excuse me, Mr. Bill.
I mean, it's not personality that puts food on the table of the Suya man in Kano. These kids here have worked their brains out to keep Umar's supporters despite his disappearance. I mean, they've done practically everything. They've succeeded because they've convinced the electorate that somebody can continue Umar's dreams. So picking somebody who does not share the same passion, the same dreams, is just fraud. I mean, that's unfair to Nigerians and unfair to these children. Listen, as the party's presidential candidate, Umar Badung is the head of the party and not the party chairman. And I'm sure his team here is well equipped to know who he wants to succeed in. And we're all aware of how to choose a successor anyway.
What is this?
Just over 15 hours left. That is all we have. If you don't release Umar, will unleash anger.
We need to do something about this.
You know, I think I took him by surprise that day. And until that day, I think he felt I was just a pushover or something. But you know, after that day, he tried to rent a crowd for our rally at...
It was Lagos, Surulere, I think.
Yes. You see why it pays to have a journalist by your side?
Yeah. Bello Zubero actually learned his lesson that day.
Sure.
That Umar Badung is not a pushover. But you know, I thought it was crazy. When you walked up to the crowd, faced them and said, I heard you guys were paid money to come for my rally. But if money is what is important to you, you can take your money and leave. I thought it was going to backfire.
You mean the people walking away and we losing their votes?
No, I mean the people saying, yes, we came for the money, give us our money and let's go home. And we slapping our jaw and saying, actually, that's not in our budget. And what he just said about you people taking money and going home, actually, it's called rhetoric.
But at the time I said it wasn't rhetoric. I guess I was just furious about what had gone on right under my nose.
But it didn't backfire, and I think you won some voters that day. And that's when I decided I was going to vote for you.
It's quiet out here.
Yeah. No sound of the campaign team planning campaign strategy. My boss is on the phone.
No sound of a rally crowd getting excited, or even the voices of loved ones on the phone.
Nkechi. Yes, Nkechi.
Stuck here, out of touch with the rest of the world, and living with people who seem so removed from the rest of the country and from the wealth that their part of the country produces. I find myself thinking about the reasons why a presidential candidate does not want the people around him to know who he is, and why the people here feel so powerless and helpless about their situation.
Hello. Please, I'm looking for that little girl. You know, the one that comes to where we stay. You know, the one that, you know...
Tommy.
Yes.
Oh, you know where?
What's wrong with her? Have they taken her to the hospital?
No. Back away.
We, the members of Umar Badung campaign team, wish to declare that we have nothing whatsoever to do with the party's choice of Alhaji Dangaske as a replacement for Umar Badung. We also plead with our supporters in the north not to respond with this with violence. There has been no confirmation as of what has happened to Umar, and whatever the case may be, we must all remember that Umar himself will be the last person to agree with people engaging in violence in his name for any reason. Yes, George?
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it very much. Remember to go out and vote on the elections day. It's the only way we can determine who will lead Nigeria. Madam, let's do it for the unborn baby, okay? Thank you very much.
Oma.
Yes, dear.
I just heard that Basisi has given a lorry to the Calabar market woman an hour ago.
And so she dey sick. Last time, one missionary come in. He talk say, na the dirty water wey she drink na cause this wahala for am. He can't give us one medicine like that. The thing don't finish now. And I no get money. I for carry and go better hospital in the town. I no get money. See am. So she dey sick. I don't tire.
Your keywords here are inducement, cheap, trick, win, voters. You can forget everything else, but don't forget, I repeat, don't forget those 5 words.
Okay.
If there's anything you don't understand, tell me so I can put you through right here because this is very important.
I heard you the first time, Shehu. Relax, it's only a press conference.
But that's what you think. This is more than just any press conference. The slightest mistake and we'll send the wrong
signal.
Good. Okay, go. They're waiting for you. They're waiting.
Shehu, I need to ask you this. Why did someone in the party remove a part of that speech? Really?
That's not very important right now. Go. The reporters are waiting for you.
Okay.
Presidential candidate Boma Pepple considers Bass's latest action of giving the Calabar market women a lorry after she, Boma, had promised to give them lorries as part of her plan for the revitalization of the market once voted into office, a clear case of voters' inducement. My candidate is highly disappointed that an aspirant to the highest office in this nation would use such a cheap, simple trick to win votes. My candidate has always stressed that the only ethical way to win votes is by educating the people about the candidate's platform and agenda for government. It is wrong to try to win votes by giving gifts.
Battery dead? Great. Let's see your humane side for a change.
I was only doing my job.
I blame the government. And I blame all these politicians. They always come here to give us guns, but could they fight ourselves? Instead of me, they do the things where go help us. Eh? Say they really want my sister to get well and do other things like her mates. Eh?
Wait, my brother, come.
Waiting.
Sit down. Eh? Not be every politician bad as you take quota. Some politicians, they will be say they have the interest of your sister at heart. They want the better of your sister. And every little boy and every little girl in this country, eh?
You know anyone? Show me one, make I see now. You know anyone?
I have always known that there are problems in the Niger Delta. But I have never for once, to tell you the truth, I have never imagined that it would be like this. I thought we could think of how to curtail the problem of violence, which I had no doubt in my mind was the biggest problem of this region.
So you two follow join them now?
So what do you want to talk now?
You see, I am happy to be here to get to know your problem firsthand, without anybody having to imagine or even tell me what to say. I have heard about intimidations during elections. I have seen how your land here and your water is contaminated. I've even seen how the kind of food that you eat. I have seen that you lack everything. Schools, hospitals, electricity. I have seen it all myself.
You never see anything. You don't know how you be. Say every morning when you wake up to know say your children no get future. Say their future no be anything. To compare with those ones where they work for oil company. Say if they grow up, they go carry gun like those their elder ones.
That is why I must tell you that you are one of the bravest people I have ever been privileged to be amongst. I want you to take your bravery to another level. Be brave to vote for the right person that will be in charge of your country. And I assure you, all these problems that you are seeing will become history. If you continue to give in to intimidations and bribery during elections, then I can assure you, I'm afraid your problem will remain in the same spot year after year after year. But on my part, I will inform the relevant authorities when I get back home so that they can make adequate arrangement for security during elections.
Go nailed it.
Of course, she always does. So that's step one. Now we move to step 2 of our counter. Shehu, we're just talking about how we're going to respond to... You look like there's something on your mind.
They can't carry plenty gun. Can't they shoot for sky? Then shoot. Small time they go stop. Then go start again. Then go begin they shoot. Then go shoot so that we the villagers go dey fear. If they ask you make you do something and you know to, they could just shoot your leg like that. My brother can't go for the other side of the rock. Wait there for back of the village. So when he reach there, go make telephone call, go give police to tell them what thing they happen to us. Somebody can't go tell them. They can't carry my brother. Since that time, I never use this my 2 eyes see my brother.
Did you report to the police?
They warn me say if I try am, so they go kill everybody for our family. They even tell us say make we no talk to people who carry camera like you. They say if we try am, they go kill all of us.
So why do you decide to talk to me?
After Umar don't talk to us, he can't make us know say we supposed stand up against those people where they use us.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me, you said something about your brother making a phone call?
Guys,
You won't believe this. Uma's been found.
Where?
What?
Where?
Don't worry. She'll be okay. The doctor will know what to do.
We'll miss you. Take care, eh?
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Come, baby.
My God. Thank you. Johnny and Uma have been found.
Really?
Oh, great.
Wait. Oh, now, we are happy our strongest opponent is back. It just means that our work just got tougher. So what's the next issue?
You're welcome. How are you, Ajala?
Oh,
Johnny, good to see you. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for waiting for me. I missed you all. I missed you all. Thank you for waiting for me.
You're welcome back. Welcome back. You're exhausted.
It's okay. I'm back now. I'm waiting. Bring my children with you. So, where were we?
You were talking about voter intimidation?
Yes. These people face an amazing level of voter intimidation. And all this in an environment of extreme poverty. I used to hear news from the Delta, but what I saw out there is scary. There are people counting on us to make the difference.
I thought you were going to take at least 48 hours rest before we fly to Abuja.
I've rested for 72 hours.
No, you can't call that rest.
I go with Bello.
Second.
So do I have permission to move motion?
We go back to Buguma. We spend the next 24 hours campaigning in Rivers State and speaking against voter intimidation.
Shehu, I see we have a new TV set.
Yes, the previous one developed the fault, and so we requested for it to be replaced.
Shehu, what's on your mind?
But I always have something on my mind. That's what I'm paid for.
Okay. So what's the story about our speech? You've always insisting the party people have a problem with it. Any idea why?
Nope.
All right, I'll find out and we'll talk about it. I hope Alice is not stuck in this rain this morning.
Democracy, the government of the people, the vote of the people, the voice of the people. But people cast their votes for different reasons. Sometimes it is because they've been given incentives.
And I have seen a place where people have been forced to vote with guns pointing at their backs, and they are supposed to be voting to establish a democratic government. But it is not a federal system of government or a parliamentary system of government or any other kind of government that makes a democracy. Democracy is a process of people having a say in who will govern them and how they will be governed. Democracy embraces all, listens to all, involves all. That is the true essence. And while Nigeria may have a democratic government, a true democracy is only just growing. And as we as a nation begin to empower our people to partake in the decision making and empower them to make the right decisions for the right reasons, we will get there, because politics, as I am told, is after all the art of the possible.
Categorically clear, I cannot keep it away from Mama any longer. No, you don't understand me at all. She is getting suspicious. And every time I look at her, I feel the weight of keeping it away. Yes, she's going to find out from someone else either way. I think we need to tell her.
Tell me what?